Hi and welcome back to David Tom Creation's channel. Today I'm having a look at another Native Instruments bit of software called Soul Treasures, and it is based on George Duke keyboard phrases, and it's been out for quite a long time, but I thought I'd just kind of do some different stuff. Downloaded quite a lot more. And I've been going through all the various software and trying to find something different to kind of review that you might not have seen or heard of. And like I said, this does go back quite a while. Basically, a lot of chop top keyboard phrases from George Duke, and it is kind of R&B, soul, neo soul kind of flavor, and it does come with a large amount of, it's about 5 or 6 gigabyte download. So it's a really simple interface. Basically, kind of that's it. There's a few things you can kind of switch on, switch off, and it works in either contact or complete control, and it's pretty cool. Some pretty nice sounding piano as well. There's a Rhodes, a Wurlitzer, and a clavinet, and you can switch on various different things to make them kind of sound more analog. But it obviously was all analog gear that was recorded, and then it's been sampled and then chopped up. It doesn't actually show you here, but I'll show you on my in the video. There's a whole lot of effects you can apply from the keyboard, and also tuning. So there's effects chain and tuning that you can either switch on, latch on, or leave off, and you can also latch on, loop, one shot, and choke. So that's kind of Soul Treasures, and let's have a look and see how it actually sounds. Right, here we are in Logic, and I've got a few tracks kind of set up, some of my favourite ones, and some kind of drums and bass to give you an idea. So we'll just hide that for the time being. Right, so this is how it looks. Like I said, it's pretty simple. You've got your sound, and you can switch on tubes and tape, and you can change the filter on the mod wheel. As you can see, it just adjusts the cutoff, and you've got also different types of room echoes, and so trigger, you can switch off and on the effects chain. So like I said, you've got different effects, and it kind of goes through phase rotate, phaser, chorus and cab, chorus, cabinet and rotate, rotator, rotator and flange, cabin flange, saturator, and lastly flanger. And then you can have it off. And the tuning is the green lights on. So the red lights are the effects, the green lights are the tuning, and the blue lights are the notes, or the samples, rather. And that's it. And then you can have one shot, loop, and choke switched on or off. So I tend to use loop and one shot and leave choke off. And that is pretty much it. I mean, there is other things up here. You've got attack, stretch, volume, tune, and that's it. And there's also a quick start thing that tells you kind of some of the shortcuts. And there's the instrument there. It's a bit confusing because it's 147, but it's not. It's about 500 because there's loads with the same number. So they're all 60 kind of 5, which is it's kind of different instruments, and then it goes on to 70, 71, 80. I'm not quite sure why they've done it that way. 81, and so forth. So it's a bit weird, I have to say. And you can't filter by instrument, so you can't say like the play the filter. Normally you can filter up here, and you could go to the Rhodes, the Wurlitzer, the clavinet, or whatever. But for some reason you can't do that. So we'll start off with the first sample just to give you an idea. So the only thing is, when you switch samples, it doesn't retain the trigger settings. So I tend to switch the effects chain on so that it latches, and switch choke off. But you can do whatever you want. So you can see how it works. So there's some very nice sounds, and then, like I said, again, it's got like various different versions. You've got kind of 3 versions. It really has like 4, so you can kind of build up. If you want to build up a track. You could use the 4 samples. So I've kind of I have favorited quite a lot. So I'll put on some of the effects just to let you hear kind of what they sound like. So this is the first one is phase rotate. And I forgot to latch it up. Right. See, this is the problem. Every time you switch a thing, you've got to go back. Right. So, and on the keyboard, so the yellow light is off, and the yellow light in the green section is for the root note, and then you go up or down from the root. So, and like I said, so we'll switch on phase rotate. And then we can go up to F. Or G. So I'll put on that's the phaser. Chorus and cab. So I picked this one because it's quite clear what the difference is. This is just chorus. And this is the cabinet. So hopefully you can hear the difference between these. This is the cabinet and rotator. This is just the rotator. And obviously we can adjust the cutoff as well. Which is quite cool. This is the rotator and flange. And this is the cabin flange. Saturator, which is quite nice. And lastly, this is the flanger. And like I said, I've not really got it on clean, but you can switch on tubes and tapes. So we'll switch the effects off. And there's... It's subtle, I think is the best word for it. And I'll just scroll through kind of just some of the here. Some of the ones that aren't favorited. So we'll go to, so this is quite nice, this is Dream Drops. So we'll load in Dream Drops and we'll go back and switch FX chain on and choke off, because you've got to do every time. So if we put on, say, the chorus. Drummer tracks and a bass, just so that you can kind of let's put that there, just so that you can kind of see what's going on. We'll take that out the way, that's better. Right. So yeah, so this is kind of Dream Drops, and so we'll play a bit of this trap. Let me turn it up a wee bit. Switch on the chorus and cabinet. Right, we'll switch the bass on as well. Let's see what that sounds like. And we'll take it down a bit. Put the flanger on. So yeah, so you kind of get the idea. It's quite cool, yes, to play around with these. Let's see, let's just mute that, and also this is quite nice as well. Bit more kind of soul. So let's put the let me put on the phaser. Right, let's put a bit of neo soul with this. Bass on. So yeah, pretty cool. And let's mute that and unmute that and go to Duke Strider. So this is Strider. What's this one at? Kind of Rhodes. And we've got a bit of Motown kind of styly. And what can we switch on? Let's see. Take that off, switch that on. Cabin rotate. Oh, maybe not, hang on. Cabinet. So there we go, and let's have a wee look. I'll just go to browser and just have. Galactic. Let's try this one. I'll try this one a bit. And this is a bit kind of. Oh, I don't know. Is that the clavinet or the Wurlitzer? I'm not sure. Right, let's try the what's the muck about with this? Put in wine bar, and we'll bring up the echo a bit. And we'll take the choke off and put the effects back on. Right, what can we have with this one? What's saturator? Maybe not. Rotator. Yeah, she's on. That's quite cool. Let's put on the Motown one. So that is a pretty good idea of George Duke's Soul Treasures. Like I said, it is quite cool. And like I said, just need to add a bit of bass, bit of drums, and just play along live. And yeah, just make it up as you go along. Right, okay. That is it for this week. And thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.